Well, hi everyone. This is Kerry Beck with How to Homeschool My Child, and I am back here talking about one of my favorite resources. I used it all 10 years of homeschooling, and it is IEW, Institute for Excellence in Writing. And this is the flagship product. This is what I started, not this one because it's been updated many times. Oh, I probably should have had my old notebook. It's still sitting over there. It didn't look like this. Anyway, this is teaching writing structure and style. This helps moms and teachers be better writing teachers. So I want to show you a little bit about how it works and why it would be something that you should invest in. Now, if it goes along with structure and style for students, and this is a resource that students will take a student through for a whole year. It comes in A, B, and C. But each of the lessons is based on what is taught in this course. If you are going through this structure and style and you have your teacher manual right here at the beginning of every lesson, it's going to say, watch TWSS video 4, total time, 19 minutes. Now you could probably go through this without doing this course, but I'm going to guarantee your children will be better off and you will be a better teacher. You'll have a better understanding of how to really help them in their writing instead of just say, go listen to Andrew Pudawa. He's not in your living room or sitting at the kitchen counter. This is what will give you the tools that I think will really help you be a better teacher, have a better understanding of how to improve your kids' writing. It comes with a binder and the pages, and then you'll get a little card, and that is where you will find the videos. You'll go online and set up an account so that you can watch videos as well. Why do I like IEW? Three reasons. Number one, kids' biggest complaint is, I don't know what to write about. Okay, we got that problem solved. We're going to use source text. I'll show you that in a minute. Number two, they don't know how to structure. They just go, I had a child that went on and on. 10 pages, and the more pages she wrote, the better she thought her paper was. But there was no point to it. They give you structural models to use, and that's what we needed. And then we want to improve their writing. We call that stylistic techniques, things like dress ups and sentence openers. We use kid words for those things as well. So let's dive into this and let's see the different components. There are 9 units, 9 different structures. And so for each one of these, let's just open a unit 1 and I'll just show you. They're all going to be very similar in the beginning. We've got the goals, source text. Those are the recommended resources that you could go. You could use stuff out of students, structure and style for students, but you can go and get your own source text, or maybe something you're studying in history. That's what I did all the time because we didn't have all these extra helps back then. Teaching procedure, read and discuss the text. It tells you exactly what to do. It has pictures of the things that you are going to be using and seeing in the video. The next thing, that's all procedure. Now, adaptations. They're going to help you adapt it to grades 3 through 5, 6 through 8, 9 through 12, special needs, and English learners. And then they always have answers to commonly asked questions. They've been doing this for 30 plus years. They've had plenty of questions, so they know what to do. Now, the first thing is the first 2 units, everyone starts with those. Then we move forward into fiction and nonfiction. So we basically are going to take a paragraph that you are given, you're going to outline it, and you're going to tell it back. All right? Because it's a lot easier to be able to speak it than to actually write it. Then we move to unit 2, which is writing from notes. Same thing, teaching procedure, adaptations, answers to commonly asked questions. This is more on rewriting. How do we rewriting? And this is one of Andrew's, I love this, no erasing allowed. You know what? You can tell your kids they can start using a pen. If they've always used pencil, they're going to start using a pen because you can't erase. You must cross out and rewrite. So I love this. And then we have our checklist. That is another thing I really like about IEW. It tells you exactly what's expected. And in the student one, you have checklists for every single lesson. But as you learn how to do this, you can see the checklist that they are using, and that you are going to go through and actually do some writing exercises as an adult. and then you'll rewrite it in your own words. The other thing it does for each of these is it gives student samples. So you can see what type, this is early elementary, middle school, high school. So you can start to see what level, what expectations you should have of your children. So, and then there's more practices. Then we move to narrative, and I'm not going to just show you all of those, but I will show you this. This is what I really like, and you're going to get this in teaching writing. You're not going to get this in the student one. For each of these, you are going to get a generic structure outline chart. This is a story sequence chart, and it sort of sets this up. Character setting, conflict resolution, and then it's got different stylistic techniques. This is something that you could adapt to pretty much any storytelling that you need to do. Next, we do summarize a reference from one reference. So they're writing just basically one paragraph, and I'm not going to go through that. Next, we work on writing from pictures, and you might be going, so why are we writing from pictures? Because pictures are inspiring, and it's first, a simple way to get things out of your kid's head. So let me just show you what we're doing. The other thing that I like in this section is it talks about thinking. And that's what writing is. It's thinking on paper. And so we've got to remember this is all interconnected. We're reading a source text. We're outlining it. We're speaking it out loud. Then we write it down. All of this is a process of thinking. Next, we have multiple references. So they're going to write about one topic. This one is elephants, from multiple resources. This actually has some little mini books that you could print out and use on elephants. There's book 1 and book 2. So you basically print it out, fold it in half, and then they're like reading a little mini book. Next, we have inventive writing. Get ideas out of your head. Really work on that 5-paragraph paper as well. And each one of these, again, you're going to get the adaptations 3rd through 5th, 6th through 8, 9 through 12. We move on to formal essays. And we have formal essay models. This is a basic, expanded, and a super essay. So you begin to get your structures so that you will know how to do this. And all throughout, they're learning throughout all of this how to improve their writing through stylistic techniques. And then the last one is the formal critique. In addition to all the structure and style that you are learning as mom, and you're going through the process as an adult, that will give you better understanding. It will give you grace and patience for your kids as well. Then we have some appendices. Writing about literature here, and this is a 3-paragraph essay about literature, a 4-paragraph essay. And then how do we adjust when we're writing about literature? Because that is something, here's our responses to literature. Then there's a whole little section in here about those stylistic techniques, the teaching procedure for each one. They do recommend this resource that I also recommend. This is Portable Walls. It gives you all your stylistic techniques in one little folder. It gives you LY words when it says add an LY up here. And then it gives you your structures. Unit 1, this is note making, writing from notes, summarize a reference, storytelling, writing from pictures, multiple references, essay, formal critique. You've got it all in one resource. So that might be something you want to invest in as well. But we go through the stylistic techniques. You've got your chart. How do we adapt each one of these? And then it's going to explain it and give you ideas on using each one of these. They're like ly word, adverbs, who, which clause, the invisible who, which clause, strong verbs, quality adjectives. Then we're going to talk about different ways to open your sentences. And again, word deficient people, that would be me. Here's banned adjectives. Other adjectives for good and bad. They give you what you need. They give you the tools that you need. Then we talk about sentence openers. They all want to start with a subject. Well, how about a preposition or an adverb or an ing word? Then we want to move into what we call decorations and advanced dress-ups. Decorations are things like alliteration, question, conversation, simile, metaphor, and they're going to learn a lot more about that. And then at the very end are about 10 or 11 articles. I think most of them are written by Andrew Pudewa, who wrote this program and who teaches this program, and it is so interesting. I I say that a lot, but y'all just don't know. This saved my life. I was a writing teacher for 6 years. I thought I knew what I was doing. Let me tell you, this changed the way I taught writing. I wished I had had this when I was teaching writing in the public school. That is how much I recommend it, how strongly I believe in it. So links below to some of the other resources I mentioned, resource links directly to this. I have a page at IEW that you can see more information about this. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment here wherever you're watching this. And I hope to get back with you. I am Kerry Beck with How to Homeschool My Child. Talk to you later.